Relocating for work is one of life's most stressful experiences. It's difficult, it's complicated, and it's often incredibly expensive. In actual fact, the average cost of an international relocation for a mid-level employee is $11,000. So companies spend a ton of money, and the experience is still up there with the most stressful, difficult, and expensive things in life. And actually, it was upon learning this that my team and I decided to stop what we were doing, sit up, and pay attention. As Rich alluded to, we're a group of people who have designed, built, and launched 2 travel tech companies, and we've sent customers to over 30 countries around the world. And the last 6 months generated near 6 figures in revenue. However, we've never really found the right problem to solve. Well, the last few months here at Travelport have taught us one thing. This is it. Now, I want everyone in the room to imagine that they are a mid-level employee. That's because 80% of relocating employees are mid-level. And if that's you, then your moving experience probably goes something like this. Hey, congratulations, you are moving to Belgium. Here's some cash. Go figure it out. To which your initial thought is probably, oh, that's amazing. I'm moving to Belgium in 6 weeks. That's great. But that thought then quickly becomes, oh, crap. I'm moving to Belgium in 6 weeks. Because, yeah, moving internationally for work is an incredibly exciting prospect, but it's also a massive pain in the ass. How do I open a bank account? Can I take my stuff? Should I store my stuff? How do I do that? Where do I find a house? How do I find a house? I have a dog. What happens to my dog? This website about utility bills is written entirely in French. I don't speak French. My kids need to go to school. How does that work? Can I even drive in this place? Okay, cool, I can drive, but how do I buy a car? Wait, I don't have a mailing address yet. I need a visa, I need which insurance? Do you know what? Sometimes it's easier to just stay at home. However, if you think it's tough for you, the relocating employee, well, the company that's moving you, they hate all of this even more than you do. Because they're about to lose 4 weeks of productivity from their employee. They have no real way to track and reimburse expenses, and no real way to calculate the full cost of your move and its ROI. And that's because the vast majority of companies that move people around the world are old, antiquated, and offline. And also, they tend to focus on the largest organizations, which means the task of these logistics in mid-sized companies often just falls to someone in HR who really didn't sign up for that. So we at Hulah want to take this whole process and bring it online, because now is the time to do it. Every single year, the global spend on relocation services increases. And we're tapping into this opportunity by giving mid-sized organizations, that's organizations of between 200 and 500 employees, a platform to manage their entire employee moving process. And we're targeting specifically relocation-intensive organizations. That's growing web development agencies, academic institutions, tech companies, for example. And our first target market is the UK, our home country. That's because last year, outside of the US, the UK attracted more inbound expats for work than anywhere else on Earth, with 16% of all international relocations being a move from somewhere to the UK. In monetary terms, this movement is worth an estimated $11 billion every single year to the UK economy, and it's growing. Actually, it grew by 13% last year, as 171,000 people, 171,000 people moved to the UK for work. The Hulah platform is visible to both the employer and the employee being moved. Firstly, the employee can see the total budget for their relocation. It's completely demystified. And the employer can begin to track and reimburse expenses as they happen. Then, the employee can begin on their own personal relocation checklist. This is a real-time to-do list created by Hulah for them and pre-approved by their employer when they signed up for the platform. Then, the employee can begin to source suppliers for the various components of their move. This part of the process in particular currently is an absolute nightmare. It involves cold calling, haggling, phoning a friend, asking a neighbor, doing whatever you can to get the information. Hulah brings the best suppliers to them, and they can either search from our integrated database of pre-vetted suppliers, or they can just take our suggestions. And the most important part about this whole process is that the employee feels supported by us at every stage of a very, very stressful process. and the employer knows what's going on. And this platform makes money in two ways. Firstly, in an affiliate commission from the integrated suppliers I just mentioned, and secondly, on a flat fee per move, per relocation. We're still experimenting with pricing, but we know already that we can make between $500 and $1,000 per person per move, whilst reducing the average cost of a relocation for a company by up to 30%. And this is all a very personal mission too. So between our team of 3, we've all been moved for work from the UK to Sri Lanka, to Singapore, to Zambia, to other parts of the UK, to Belgium, to here, and back again. And every single time, it sucked. So we really care about this. And we think that with our combined experience in tech, in travel, and in design, we can change the way that people move around the world for good. And our goal to prove that is over the next 3 months, we aim to help at least 200 people move around the world for work. And we're really pleased to say that in the last 2 weeks that we've got our MVP up and running, we've already helped 24 to do that. So if anyone in this room works for a growing company that's either looking to hire internationally or expand overseas, we want to work with you too. I'm from Hulah, and we're here to make international relocation a whole lot easier. Thank you very much.